What's good, man? It's OG Drip, man. This channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis, man. And y'all check this out, man. I want y'all to do me a favor. Hit that share, that like, and all that good stuff, man, because we're gonna need it bumping in the algorithm. You feel me? So like, let's get into it, man. Y'all already see what I got pulled up here. So before we even get into, the deep things of what people getting lost into, no matter what religion they're in, or no matter what occult they get in, or any of that stuff, we need to understand how things was presented to us. How to actually choose from what was going on. Because when you actually look at the history of America, and remember, these were the lands that was taken over. It wasn't like it was no life here. Remember that. It was people already here doing their thing, known as the Indians. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got to start getting into the deep detail of what actually happened to the point of how so many people get lost into these religions. Because at the end of the day, this is like the major holdback of making someone feel like, hey, we don't have to do nothing, or hey, my hands is free, I have no control. But literally, we are the power. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't became powerless, not knowing their history or not knowing their power of where things came from and not knowing how to use actual common sense. I hate to say it like that, but it's very true. You know what I mean? Let's get into it though. So when it comes down to these years, I want y'all to pay close attention. If you ever try to do a history search in the 1300s, 1200s, anytime, especially before the thousands or the first hundreds, however you want to look at it, anytime you do American search on it, you're gonna pop up with like nothing really. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be trying to scavenge. You're gonna be scavenging all day. But if you notice, anytime you go past this year right here, and this is the reason why I'm starting it from this tab right here. Anytime you go to this year right here, then you start realizing what is actually going on. How big is the brainwash? How did they get us to look at something that we knew of was bad, coming to invade us, and we was okay with getting invaded? So you got to remember that when you have places that you're natively born, you was already in that geological location. This is where you natively belong. It's just like when you try to take a tree or a plant out of its nature, you will see how it changed. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to pay attention to the actual nature, not the nature that they created of saying, hey, these people talk like this, hey, these people act like this, because that is a psyop that they created for them to be able to like push their certain agenda of how they try to overtake everything and play the all. You get what I'm saying? So when we get into these type of things, y'all got to remember all of this stuff we get, everything we get in English history books, all the way down to the Bible, have already been basically marked and put inside of curses. You get what I'm saying? To make you be like, damn, I can't get out of this, no matter which one of them it is. Because at the end of the day, they make you argue for or against something, but something that you shouldn't even be paying attention to. But it was like something that was cast in front of you. You get what I'm saying? To like a magical spell. So a lot of people don't understand this. So when you hear the woke community talking about how to get out of a sleeping slumber, or they're talking about all of these woke things, this is the whole concept of it. Because it's almost like somebody is asleep to what's going on. They're not hip to what's going on in the world. So all the way to the point that these same type of people would get lost into going to grab a history book. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Remember this. If you was finna destroy the whole world or try to plan to take over the whole world, why would you just pass out one book in one area? No, you're gonna publicize every book, and books that you do not agree with, you're not gonna let pass. So sometimes you have to get in the mind of the invader to understand how they took over what's going on. That don't mean stay in that mind, because a lot of people stay in that mind without even realizing it. You get what I'm saying? And that's the reason why when we look at the world right now, it's really a wolf eat wolf world, because you can't be genuine and actually get somewhere. No, things is put in positions and stuff. Now, this is the reason why things is put in a position. Because I was at other day, man, I'm getting a haircut or whatever. And I hear the barbers talking about, yeah, what's the name did this and did that. It's like, yo, these people they got you believing in already was messed up from the get-go, from the starting point. You know what I'm saying? They was already put with the same things you learn, especially when it comes to black people. Like, I don't even know why y'all be talking. And look, this what year we started learning how to read what English is. So first of all, we wasn't even speaking no language. These people came up with no language that they say that we were speaking. You get what I'm saying? They came here and gave us a language, started teaching us ways to speak, started teaching us ways to talk. So when you start looking at these years, these are the years that they represent. So when you hear the 1500s, the 1700s, like 1776, I know you guys always see that. Everywhere y'all go, some people probably don't even know what it is. But you see that United Colonies. So when you think about this is when they was able to get each colony, of however they want to see it, to get united, for them to start coming up with this how I'm gonna say, this worldwide meeting that they have behind closed doors, even though it's in our face at the same time. But it's just the way that you look at it. The people don't look at it like, damn, they all sitting basically on a camera with their enemy. That don't make sense. But we playing in a dirty world where A lot of people still should be able to use their own common sense and be up past it by now. But people get so deep into things, especially the people that look like me. I don't know what be going on. You know what I mean? And then you have to find out like this: the first complete Bible in English was published aboard most likely in the 1500s. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Remember, 1492 is when this man came and invaded the whole America. People was getting fucked up by British people and all type of shit. Europeans came and flushed everything. You get what I'm saying? So when you guys start thinking about that, it ain't about being stuck on a race. Look at the world view. Look at the world. You have Dominicans that's blacker than me. That's in Dominican. You get what I'm saying? It's not about the actual skin tone. Look at it like everybody getting treated the same, but just different levels of it. So when you looking at all of us is getting crumbs. The all of us that's putting in the work, that's actually building the world, that's actually keeping the world going. The ones that's behind closed doors getting paid more than we could ever imagine, and they don't have to ever worry about nothing getting taken, even after death, because of how they planted it. So now when you start looking at things like that, you gotta feel mistreated, especially when you're the ones out there. So anytime y'all going to work and having those little thoughts that come across, now these is the reason why y'all have these type of thoughts, because this world was invaded, and then after that, everybody got incest and bred with each other. So they turned the whole world into them. So right now we're living that world. That world ain't just blow up or disappear or go nowhere. No, we still are those people. So when it comes to us learning languages, even what I'm speaking right now is already cursed. You get what I'm saying? So when we getting into the oh yeah, another thing I wanted to show y'all, like look, when you start trying to put in 1300s, it's quick to advise you to go to the 14, quick past that. You get what I'm saying? And look, it already has the ways that they set things up. And that's the thing. It'd be like shaky. Like I said, you're gonna find little things in history, but it's not gonna be no actual stuff. Now, when you come to these 1500s, look how deep it get. Real quick. Indian cultures flourished in Florida. I'm from Florida, bro. Y'all don't think I'm that same, you know what I'm saying? The same people that was around those times. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got to think like that. We reborn. We still in this, we still got the same spirit. We just got a new body and new mind. A lot of people don't understand incarnation, reincarnation, incarnation itself. So when this thing is being taught, these things are being taught purposely by people that's leading you in the wrong direction. So this is why these people be appointed to church or appointed to these hospitals or appointed to these certain places where they don't understand what's going on. They're not even looking at it. They're only going by the book. You get what I'm saying? By the book, and this book was already written to mess you up. Y'all, I don't know how much I got in phase on that. My bad though, but some people I don't know understand how people don't get it by now. You get what I'm saying? Like it just don't make sense to me. Christopher Columbus left Spain. You know what I'm saying? And to have lodged an how we gonna say to go find out about the new world. You see how you call it the new world? That's exactly what it was calling it because they're looking at it like, hey, they have a different way of living. We didn't need the stuff that came over here. We already knew how to build huts. We already knew how to build clothing. We already knew how to build fine lasting stuff out of the equipment that we already had that was already in the earth. We didn't have to steal it from another state. We didn't have to take it from another country. We started committing all these wars. So when y'all start looking at things and start looking at hold on, y'all, let me get to the right tab. When y'all start looking at things like this is after these wars that happen. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like after this, Colin and them bullied each other, but it all is trying to take over this one land. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the battle of the lands, and the way that they do it is they make it world wars. So each part of the world having a war, or these two parts of the world having a war, or however they want to put it. You get what I'm saying? So you can go into deep ones of seeing how it always been the same. So y'all, when we get into when we get into even the letter J, look at this, the letter J, right? Because this we gotta hit the black religion people because they get on my nerves the most. You know what I'm saying? They're so godly and so holy, but then you see them doing everything that they even say in the Bible, straight up contradicting it. And y'all know that energy. It be nasty as hell. Most pastors in my city and area done got caught doing some weird things. So I don't know what we gonna say. Oh no, just that person. No, 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 no. It's these people in general that keep getting put in these certain positions. So we got to understand when they pick that person to put in that position. Rather, I don't give a damn what you went through. You might think like, damn, I worked my whole life, bro, and I was just studying the hell out of this doctrine. You get what I'm saying? I was studying the hell out of my doctrine, and this is why I got here. Exactly. You're right because you got so lost into that you weren't able to learn about other things so then you could make sense for you to be able to get out of it and look at the whole world like, oh, it's all squares, not just this one square. I thought it was one square in life. I didn't know it was like 45 of them being created as each day went by. You get what I'm saying? People create religions all the time out of nowhere, but now it depends on how many people start pushing and backing and supporting it. So that's when you know that the people are the power, like what I'm trying to say and get out of y'all. So when it come down to people like simple people, like if you got people that you be around that's religion and always throwing up the word Jesus, for example, look at this right here. What I got presented. The letter J has been around since 1524 when the Italians, you see that? The Italians. It's always somebody else from some other area bringing a letter or some piece of language for the Americans, the ones that was already here before these people just went coming from out of here, coming from over there, coming from Britain, coming from Europe, coming from France. Like, what in the world is going on here? Like, everybody went to coming on here and don't nobody see. Like, now these the same people that control books. These the same people that control algorithms. These are the same people that know who they're putting in line. So of course they're not gonna have people out here trying to figure it all out to be like, hey, this world would have been beautiful. You know what I'm saying? The same way it is. Now we need to come up with some agreements with each other. Because right now this is all stuff that's outdated and none of it works for us. So now you got people going against each other more than us actually fighting the battle of what's actually going on. So we're actually looking like we're starting to lose the war to these people. We're looking like we're never getting our power because people is more obsessed of with what these weird looking people on TikTok and all these other shits doing. Dog, think about how many people watch these people, bro, and how many people if they was just even gang banging and shit. How many people was in tune with stuff like this? How quick the world will change, bro. It only y'all acting like it'll take a long time. It won't. You get what I'm saying? When the whole world wake up to realize like, yo, we is the ones with the power. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we have been put under curses. Our letters, everything they brung to us, they brung it to us and they gave it to us. And remember, they gave it to you for a reason. They gave it to you for same reason, so you can look at them as God. And anybody that got to disagree with that, look at it like how you disagreeing with it. Take yourself out of your religion for a couple seconds and just think about it. Damn. Even if you ain't in a religion, think about it. Damn, they even got me still. They got me to not believe in shit at all. They got me not to push nothing at all, but why they push theirs. It's just like the ads. Like they'll run 1,000 ads on your channel, and if you don't get enough views, you just don't get paid. But them ads will still ran on your shit. Like it's certain stuff that goes on, bro, and it just when people start waking up, like if you're a content creator, especially you should pay attention to that. So when people start waking up to see what actually goes on, and it's not an algorithm of the world no more. We be in control of a lot of it. So we starting to get ignorant so far to the degree that it just don't make sense. And somebody will get up here and be like, "Well, you said that wrong. Why you didn't read this?" They'll worry about all that stuff, but still proving to me, look how lost they is into the words, even if it's just vocabulary. You get what I'm saying? So y'all can't even understand the words that I'm saying. So it's deeper than the words. Don't even pay attention to the words, but at the same time, listen in. So when you start understanding that people like King James studied necromancy and stuff like that, excuse the spelling and stuff, but and all this type of stuff, black magic and all this, you got to wonder these are the same people that they saying that God appointed to write the Bible. You know what I mean? Look, classification of sorcery and witchcraft. That you get what I'm saying? But wrote also his classification of demons. So if y'all don't understand the demons, then the way that Christians present it is like a demon, like this thing that jump into people and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm so spiritual. I've been said it the correct way. So give me a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, but instead of looking at it like a downwards angle of a square or something that you wanted in the dark, but it came out to the light. You get what I'm saying? They don't look at it like stuff like that. So they look at it way like as in the witchcraft work. They just proving to the people that the witchcraft work. So when you start looking at these years, notice they all be around the 1500s. So for people, especially that look like me, like I said, for y'all all to be here and see how they came and overtook America. So all my kind of people to see, like, yo, you're from America. How can we even be this happening? And y'all got to think, if this happened in America, y'all don't think that what kept happening to the other lands before they got here? You know what I'm saying? We all got history on that. They made the books about it. It's like they do the show and tell. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they hiding nothing. They show us what they did. They show us, the things of how they took us over. Then they show us how we were willing to fight and kill and stab each other over it. So we show that the conquer and divide spell works. You know what I mean? And that's messed up. We shouldn't be like that. We should be at peace. We shouldn't even have to pick up a gun. We shouldn't even have to pick up a knife or nothing with each other. This should be a peaceful world where we able to learn from ourselves, where we able to have mental control. But when you got things like this, it's automatically making people lose their mental. Especially if you're not from the hood, think about this. When you see people from the hood, Even me, if you see five little dudes sitting at the store, you might want to be more on guard than normal. You feel what I'm saying? But they done got to the point now it's so bad. You still you can get jumped in the suburbs too. But just saying that the rates of them, you know, putting people in a back against the wall, cat against the wall type of situation of living, it mess you up in the head. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to get through those traumas. So this is where they go to coping mechanisms and they grab onto religious and they grab onto these things like, God got me still, even though I went through all this stuff, God still got me. And it's like, yo, if God didn't have you, would you like you would have still went through all that stuff? So you got to start asking questions of how well you be slave minded. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing, man. We looking at it and we like, yo, this, da, da, da. Nah. As people, as content creators that speak on these type of things, nah, it's more to it than just the powers that be. Nah, these motherfucking people done got slow in the head, man. And it's down bad. Look, how we just learn how to get, their education, learn how to speak how they speak, and we speaking their words louder than theirs. Like that don't make no sense. You get what I'm saying? Like these people came and took over, and that's just African Americans. You get what I'm saying? The reason why I wanted to talk about that in Africa, that don't even make sense. You get what I'm saying? So when we start to look at it, man, they got people living and going through stuff that never ends up making sense. And it can't even be seen in real life of how it works. But when it come down to them, we can see how these things work. Now that's what I wanted to get to too. You see this? Well, so the Germans too, they be over there hiding, but that's this the stuff we got to talk about. 30 years war. Like, what is that? They're known for a 30-year war. 30 years of getting people to kill themselves to still at the end of the day have to be the ones to pay for everything, build everything. Hell, think of how it's gonna be built and all. All they said is, hey, I want this built. But people will be mad at me. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to get deeper into the Bible. You need to get more lost. How somebody need to get more lost into what you lost in? You get more comfortable. You more coded with that. You more trying to live through that and actually get through without thinking about other things. So you let them take your higher self completely away if you want to look at it like that. To the point that they're your higher self, that you ain't you. You the government. Everybody walking around like, George Washington, the first president. And then we trying to figure out what's going on, and we wonder why everybody got like the Mason mind, or everybody got like a mind where they feel like they want to take over somebody else's shit. Look at how people do over clout. Man, I'm telling you right now, man, you'll have 90 likes and now motherfuckers share your post. You got 2 likes, don't nobody do shit. Soon the higher the number, the faster it go up. And that just let you know the clout rate, man. That shit serious, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Trying to tell y'all, man, it's so serious, man. And we call it clout right now, but it's just attention. So when they lack attention in the esoteric world, they come here and expect for it to be there. So the light didn't bend there. So now they still need it. You get what I'm saying? So this is the reason why they be boring, funny looking too. A lot of people that they see they put in front of us. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, beautiful is a lot of people walking around here and y'all put these in front of us, and we be smart too. You know what I'm saying? Why is it the smart people that just stuck behind? Like we can name plenty of people that's like smart in their own type of way, you know what I'm saying, unique in their own way. But when it come down to, certain places, man, all right. But either way, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up with that part, man. I just had to go on a little bit of the history, man. I'm gonna do a part two and stuff. I'm gonna have it more together, but I just wanted to look through this because it just tick you off when you see, damn, you ain't using the gifts that God gave you, which is to think, which is to have a feeling and emotion. Remember that emotion, that feeling you always have? When you feel like something empty or something not right, remember that feeling of something not right? It ain't right. That's what been going on the whole time. The whole time you've been having that feeling, that's an old feeling. Ain't nobody here to teach nobody nothing. We only here to remind you of who you were, or who you are. You get what I'm saying? You are who you are. So you can switch bodies and all. Once you learn how powerful the spirit is to be able to create different minds for you to be able to jump in and have a different body, a better body. You get what I'm saying? To be able to incarnate instead of reincarnate and be in the same position, or yet worse, because of the world done shift to a different position, or the world stuck behind in the lost shift. So you don't want to be like that. You want to be in front of the world. In that case, you don't want to be behind it. You don't want to get left behind the world and the world ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? You can see these type of things going on, and being cool and all that shit there, man. We don't let them make it out of what it is. You know what I'm saying? They been doing this shit. You seen that Italy? Let me go back to it real quick. Let me go back to it real quick. Y'all seen that Italy thing? Where it was? Y'all seen that? Okay, right here. Y'all seen them Italians? Italian mobs. You know what I'm saying? The Renaissance right here, what it says. So at the end of the day, think about this. You got mob bosses, you got gang banging, you got hoods. But when you think about it, especially if you from the hood or anything like that, or gang banging, anything, think about it like this. It's just a copy of the same thing. It's the copy of the government, but it's back and supporting. I mean, it's redoing the copy because first it was copied from us. Now we're copying it from them. So it's like double watered down. So the way we had a colony and stand strong with each other, we're like, I don't give a fuck. Hey, it's us for us and all for all. And what I mean by us is the original Indians that was here before these lands were taken over. And that is all y'all that can remember y'all self, especially if you were born in America. Snap out of it. But each place had their own, you know what I'm saying? Um, Background of what they was calling themselves or what they're known as today. And that's the only reason why it sounds like it's just pure Indian bias, but no, it's not. It's just how people was. So if I'm gonna say Indian, I'm gonna just say they everybody that was in their native lands. They was native. They belonged there. These motherfuckers came and put people in different areas and made it be cool to the point that people now leave this area, come to this area, go over there. You don't even gotta leave outside the United States to be able to do that. So this all had to be something like, hey, why do you want to go way over there and see what them people got going on if you don't want nothing to do with it? You know what I mean? It's like it's the invader mind, but people do that right now today, and on small levels, and you don't realize it. You're like, damn, that's messed up. So like if you ain't want to put into that or if you don't want to support that, why are you supporting it? So they'd be like, man, it'd be like self-contradiction. And that's the reason why when they read the Bible, self-contradiction, because they don't understand it from those perspectives. So instead of them reading the book before the Bible and getting the person to know or the people that know of that wrote these books or these doctrines, period, is they'll go right to it. Like they skip steps. You can't skip steps. You got to crawl before you walk. I don't understand what be going on. And then this is what makes somebody fall very hard on the head because their legs unbalanced. AKA, they have no thigh, they have no thigh power. They have, you know what I'm saying? They have no thigh power, no Sagittarius. They don't know where to travel or traveling way too much. So their thighs overexhausted. If you want to put it like that, if you want to get esoteric, their kneecaps weak too. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got no power, no power to be able to control nothing, no actual social status outside of what these people gave you. So these are the people that we see be like plants and stuff like that. So then when you go down to Aquarius, the Shin, you start seeing them. It's like they it's like their shin is uneven. It's like they got two left feet. It's like their shin bending out to a way that they don't want to fuck with each other. All the way down to that's why when you look at the feet, it's like fish swimming in opposite directions. You start looking at the motherfuckers like they feet don't even want to touch each other. They don't even want to be next to each other. Like they don't want to fuck with one another. You get what I'm saying? So when we start looking at these people, they used to come over here. They was all like that. So hell yeah, they was wanted to take over the world and make everybody look like them in some type of form or way. You know what I'm saying? Because they were going through it esoterically. Their organ system wasn't playing out the way they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? That's why they came up with so many people getting surgery, heart surgery, kidney surgery, and all this type of stuff there, and being able to be the only ones that be able to afford it in the very beginning. Y'all remember that? So when you think about heart surgery with 50,000 and all that, it was only the rich people that knew they was gonna have these problems anyways because of the way that they look. So they were getting put in position off of that and all that type of stuff. So y'all gotta watch what be going on. People get put in position based off their flaws, so these people could use it as a blackmail thing for later on. For later on to be able to use this against them. You get what I'm saying? So when you understand witchcraft and understand the way that these people will talk and stuff like that, and a lot of people don't even understand William Shakespeare before they even try to get into biblical things, which makes me wonder, like, yo, y'all don't understand a lot of these things. That's the reason why. Because they made it an ideal. They made it in a way that you supposed to took it and understood it, but you supposed to bring it down. But no, you jumping right in the downwards, right in the downwards angles of it. You jumping right into those demons. You let demons jump inside of you, or you are jumping inside of demons, basically. You get what I'm saying? A demonic world. In that case, you're sending yourself right back into this thing that's being ran. So when you look at your world, because everybody got different worlds, when you look at your world, it's plenty of people that look at you. So when we look at the world that we all looking at, the world looks very demonic. You get what I'm saying? This is the world that we live in right now. I don't get how people don't see it, and you see motherfuckers just dying on GP that ain't got nothing to do with nothing wrong. So at the end of the day, obviously the guns wasn't good. Obviously they was put here and designed here to destroy someone, and the people that destroy someone would be the ones that have a loose mind. Not saying I don't believe in guns. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, now that it's here, individuals that they feel like they talking about taking guns away from all of us. Yo, we're not the ones with real mental problems. If anything, it's the ones that's being the enforcers, the securities, or the authorities. Now, y'all got to remember that, because hold on real quick. Hold up real quick. No, I'm going to put that in the next one. I'm going to put that on the next one because I already know some people might not even be able to make it this far, man, without, getting distracted. Because a lot of times, man, it be a lot of stuff. Even I'm getting distracted into what I want to hit on because I'm trying to hit every little point to try to make some type of screen, to try to give somebody some type of candlelight or something down their path or spirituality so they can be like, oh, there go my path. Let me get on the right path. They had me on this wrong damn path this whole time. Had me walking in the wrong direction. Had me walking in circles and squares and shit. I'm thinking I'm going somewhere else. I'm steady going like this. I'm steady going like this. I'm steady going in triangles. I'm steady going in circles. I'm steady going in octagons. I'm steady going through all this type of stuff here because they putting you in sacred geometry. They're using it in reverse. So they're putting people in those things. They're putting people in the square where you got to go, from this side to that side. You can't really go outside of it. So regardless, even if you're super spiritual, you still got to live within the square. You still, because you got to get bills paid. You get what I'm saying? You still got to do that. You still, you know what I mean? You still got to do your runarounds. You still got to do everything somebody else doing that's just regular in the world. You can't just give up on that because now your life going to fall. Now your square that you're trying to live don't exist yet. So you just over there and you know what I'm saying? That wasn't the time to be spiritual at that need. You get what I'm saying? It's always you being it. But when I'm saying in that case, I'm saying it ain't that time to be an individual. This is when we need the world to spark because everything being seen under the same light. So when we all seeing what's being come from this world, we need to know what it is. You get what I'm saying? Out the gate. So it is what it is, but we can fix what it is because we looking at what's going on. And we know it's like it is what it is for a reason. It's not just like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's when we start making changes to the world, man. But anyways, I'm out, y'all. OG Drip.